you crave the untamed beauty of a landscape untouched by the crowds, then this is your sanctuary, Carrizo Plain National Monument. Far from the crowded trails and overhyped destinations, here the only limits are the ones you set for yourself. Carrizo Plain is a canvas for overlanding adventures and a playground for those who yearn to push beyond the ordinary. Miles of hidden tracks wind through this Wild West kingdom. Long straightaways where you can unleash the beast within your rig, and scenic mountain passes that will test your skills and reward you with views that defy description. Join me for part 2 of this unforgettable trip to Carrizo Plain National Monument. Today we're going to continue exploring Carrizo Plains, Carrizo Plain Monument, and it's a bit more cloudy than yesterday. You can look at the sky, but there's a little breeze coming from the north, which is good because it's ensuring that none of the smoke from the LA fires will get here. So there's no smoke at all, I don't smell anything, but it's a bit overcast, might clear up a little later. But all in all, was an excellent night. I sleep like a baby in this freaking tent. I sleep better than my own bed. At home, I can't sleep more than 6 hours. Here, I went to bed at about midnight, and at 8:15, 8:20, I woke up surprised. And I look at the watch, and it's 8-9 hours later. Anyway, I'll see you on the trail. All right, so packed everything, and I am on the way out of the campground. It was a great campground, very clean, very quiet. There people showed up last night. They were very nice, very courteous. I could hardly hear them. And now we're gonna continue on our trip. So I have the dog running beside me, so I'll go a little slow. But we're gonna continue on, I think it's called Carrizo Plain Road or something. Gonna continue going, I think, north or west, one of the two, and explore different things around the area and have some fun. Alright, so we're still on Carrizo Plain Road, I think, and soon we're gonna make a right to try and see what is a place called Panorama Unit is. I'm not sure if it's a, well, whatever it is, we will find out. So very soon we're gonna make a right here and see what's going on. It says Soda Lake Road, not Carrizo Plain Road. Impassable during what? All right, let's see. It seems like a pretty straight trail. I'm not sure how far it goes. Well, I see it on the map, but I'm not sure if it goes into the mountains or not. But we will find out soon. I love this landscape so much. I love the open plains, deserty kind of a scenery. I love fast trails. I like the occasional craziness, but I enjoy going fast on off-road trails. So I'm at this panorama unit spot. So there's nothing too unique. There was a cattle corral. I just made a U-turn going back to where I came from. But anyway, there's a cattle corral. There's a couple of structures there. On my left side, the structures are fenced in. And on the right side seems to be some either water towers or grain hangers. We can go and check it out, but I'm doing now 50 miles an hour. I can do much more than that, which is kind of fun. But let's see if we can get to those what is it, grain hangers or water tanks or whatever that is. See if we can, oh, here we go. Whoops, that was a tight squeeze. So anyway, nothing too unique, but still I enjoy exploring these flat playa, desert, plain, whatever you want to call them, trails. Go 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. It's fun. So let's see what's here. Nothing really, just some old maybe water tanks, I don't know. All right, let's go back to the main road. So there are two organized campgrounds in Carrizo Plains Monument. One is the one that we stayed last night, and another one is right here on the left called Shelby Campground. Now this stretch is a little bit of a paved stretch, but it's Caliente Ridge and Shelby Campground. Let's go check. I'm not planning to stay. It's still way too early, but let's just go see how it is, just in case, and just to show you guys what's available in the area. Now I think that this one is a bit more into the mountain ridge, maybe all the way into the mountain ridge, I don't know, but we will find out soon. Other than that, this is such a great weekend. I have such a luck with going out on weekends with the weather. The sky is a bit cloudy, like patchy clouds, but it's very nice. It's 55 degrees outside, partly sunny, beautiful. All right, so this Shelby Campground is a bit into the hills, but very easy trail. Any car can make it. But let's see, there are a bunch of things here. So the campground is to my left, and Caliente Ridge. Okay, let's go see the campground, then we'll go to Caliente Ridge and see what it is. A ridge always sounds nice. It's one of those things that overlanders like. One is water crossing, the other one are ridges. Can't go wrong with those. Anyway, let's go check out the campground and see if it's as good as the one I stayed in last night. I don't plan on staying in any campground tonight because I'm going to be on the other side of Carrizo Plain toward the end of the day, but still, just to see. Now anyway, the scenery on this part in the hills is a bit different. You see those big smooth rocks, similarly to Alabama hills, for example. But again, I really like this whole area. I'm having a blast here. So much fun. Looks like there's another overlander over here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone that I'm watching their videos, but looks like they might be either sleeping or hiking. Alright, if you watch this video and this is your rig, well, let me know, comment. But anyway, the campground is, yeah, I see vehicles up ahead, and again, any car can come on this trail. I can do this with my Tesla Model S without any problem, but I'll slow down just not to create too much dust for those who are in the campground. But let's just go do a little loop and go back to the main road. But yeah, it looks nice. Again, nice and clean. I'm so happy and annoyed at the same time. The campgrounds, I guess Carrizo Plain is Central California or Southern California, there is nothing on the ground, not even a cigarette butt. No dirt, no cans, no garbage, nothing. So people here are, I guess, very good and disciplined. You go to Northern California or where I go sometimes, Indian Valley or other places, and there's garbage everywhere. Why is that? Is it just that Northern California, Bay Area people are trash? I don't know. I live in the Bay Area. Maybe I'm trash as well. But anyway, I think it's perfectly fine here. The view might be a bit better than the last campground, but I like the campground that I stayed in better. It's a bit more developed. There are designated flat areas for vehicles, which means I didn't have to go and balance my truck. But all in all, good stuff. I would camp here definitely if I need to. Okay, I'm gonna make a left here to go check out that ridge, whatever ridge, Caliente Ridge. It says that it's 3 miles, but steep grade, no, blah blah blah. Let's see. Okay, we'll explore this. I doubt that the trail is any difficulty other than easy, but we'll find out soon. So 3 miles. So I was just climbing the trail to Caliente Ridge, and I make a turn and I see this spot. You know, nice flat camping spot. Cool, but no big deal. However, that's the view that you get from this camping spot. Look at this damn thing. Unbelievable. You get a view of the whole Carrizo Plain. Everything. Man, I've been here before, but I forgot about it. If I remembered, I would park here for the night. But there's a little catch, which is it's very windy. But other than that, beautiful. Man, if you come to Carrizo Plain, you have to go up the Caliente Ridge Road Trail. It's beautiful. The scenery. Right now I passed the scenic spot. I want to see what toward the end of it. There's an antenna hill or something, or radio hill. I'm just gonna go check it out. But when I go back to the main road, I'll turn on the outside camera and you can see the scenery. It's freaking amazing. You can see the whole Carrizo Plains with Soda Lake and the mountain ridges. Beautiful, really beautiful. So if you come here, it's a must. And the trail is very easy. You don't need 4-wheel drive. You can do it with a car even. But very nice, very worthwhile. This is what I saw from the distance. I guess that's a radio antenna, and there's a building or a house of whoever maintaining it. I'm not gonna continue. I'm just gonna make a U-turn here, although this continues for a while and then the road ends. But you see, look at the view. It's beautiful view, but it continues probably for another couple of miles or few miles, and then the road ends. So I'm not gonna go this way, even though it's probably very nice. I'm gonna go see if I can go around that structure there, see what's there. Just I don't want to back into the hill here, and we'll go back to the main road. But this was well worth it. I usually don't like back and forth, like in and out trails, but this one was absolutely 100% worth it. The scenery, the view, amazing. But let's see. Oh no, this is the radio antenna is a bit over that way. This is, I don't know what this is. I don't know, it has some official sign. Let's see if this goes around it, just to see what it is. Nah, doesn't go anywhere. Let's see if I can get access to the radio antenna spot. Okay, I just put 4-wheel drive and I'm gonna go up this hill the antenna hill or radio antenna hill, just to see the view. Most likely there's not gonna be room to turn, so I'll reverse down, but it's no big deal, it's very short. But oh my goodness, the view, I don't know if the outside camera can see it, but the view to my left is amazing. Now let's see, can I turn here? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can turn here. 15 points turn. Hey, this is a full-size truck. It's a big boy's truck. You need some room to turn. All right. Let's see. See, some of you with the smaller vehicles like Jeeps or even Tacomas can probably turn here with like 2 parts turn. I have to do much more than that. Shit, I cannot see ahead of me. Let's see. Now, that's where the tremor cameras come into play. Oh, it's so cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna go down this little hill and then go back to the main trail. So I'm now on my way down the hill, but look at the view. You can see all the way, you can see Soda Lake with the salt flats. You can see so far, probably, I don't know how many miles, but many miles, since we are on top of a ridge and everything else is below. The visibility is pretty cool. So I got out of Caliente Ridge Trail, got on the main trail, whatever that's, Soda Lake Trail, Soda Road, whatever. And I'm going to see the information center just to see what's there. Again, I've been there several times, but you know, just another place to visit. It's definitely, if you've never been here before, it's definitely worth stopping there, talking to the rangers, getting some information. I'm not even sure if I'll get out of the truck, but just, you know, just to see. And by the way, Painted Rock is further ahead, but you need a pre-arranged permit. Plus there's about half a mile hike, and you guys know that I'm allergic to hiking, so it's not for me. But I hear that it's very nice and it's worth going for those of you who like a little tiny bit of hiking. So there's a short stretch of paved road that takes you to Soda Lake overview, which I want to go and check it out. Soda Lake is on my right side. It seems like it has some patches of water, some patches of flat salt, and once we go to the overlook, spend a few minutes, then make a U-turn, go back, there might be a trail that we can take that crosses Soda Lake. And I'm not sure, but we may be able to cross on the salt flat, which will be somewhat cool. So anyway, in a few minutes we'll get to the overlook, see what's happening there, take some pictures, make a U-turn, and continue to explore. Alright, this is the lookout. It's really nice. There's a short, well, for you it's nothing, for me it's a hike. See the truck? And it's very windy here. I wanted to stop and make some breakfast, but it's very windy. So I'm gonna go back to the truck and continue the trip. Right, so after the overlook, I went back on the main road and took a left to this trail here. And it's supposed to be crossing the plains to the other side of it and put me on a spot called Wallace Creek Trailhead. And from there I can take the upper road that crosses Carrizo Plain Monument going, I think it's going south or east, which I'll spend the next few hours on. Now, the challenge is I see water, like standing water on my left there, which is the Soda Lake. And if there are any wet spots along this trail, I won't be able to go. Everyone keeps saying that this is like a slick ice. It becomes like a paste, the dirt here. I've never been here in wet weather, but that's what everybody says. So we'll continue a bit. And by the way, there are multiple spots, camping spots along this trail. And if you like to camp and right by the lake with the view, that's an option as well. But anyway, we'll go up here and see where it puts us. All right, I just passed the Wallace Creek trailhead, and it's a hiking trail, so not for me. So I just kept driving, and I'm gonna go on this road here. So this road is the northern part of Carrizo Plain National Monument, and it goes from west to east, crossing the whole Carrizo Plains. I think it's about 70 miles or 50 miles or something like that. So it's a lot of miles, maybe even more. And I'm gonna go on it, explore several things along the way, and probably in about an hour and a half, no, maybe 2 hours, find a place to camp, spend the night, and tomorrow morning continue out. But anyway, I see all kinds of stuff to my left. Now, to my left is the mountain ridge, which I see constantly. I see trails that going up there. I'm gonna pick one of these trails and go play around, see what's going on there. So I made the turn into Elkhorn Road, and it seems like it's going in the lower hills, the kind of the foothills of this mountain ridge, which is nice. It's a bit more interesting than just straight flat road, but it's still desert type of scenery. You can see for miles ahead. And let's see what's on here. I see on the map I marked a bunch of points of interest, and we'll see how interesting those are. But all in all, nice. And the sky became bluer for some reason. So according to the map, just ahead of me right here, there's supposed to be a trail that makes a left and goes into the mountain and then horseshoe back into the main trail. So I am not sure if that's correct, but oh yeah, I see a sign. So I think it's kind of crosses the mountain and puts you on a paved road, but there are other kind of outlets from it that stay on dirt and kind of explore those hills over there. So we're gonna go and see what's going on there. Well, I'm sure if we go into the hills, then we're gonna see hills, but still I'm sure we'll see a nice scenery of Carrizo Plain and have some fun. This trail definitely snakes up the hills, and according to the map I'll be able to take other trails to catch the main trail, Elkhorn Road, later on. But for now, let's see where this takes us. I think if I'll take this all the way to the end, I'll end up on paved road or in some small town. But this is definitely going up the hill. You can see the trail ahead of me is snaking up the hill, which should be fun. Man, so this trail is very twisty and windy, but definitely worth it, definitely nice. It's some kind of a ridge. There was I forget the name, I'll put it in the video, but it's a ridge that I'm crossing now, or going along with, and it's pretty nice. I'm right at the edge of the hill, or the mountain, so to my left it's just a sheer drop down, but it's very nice, very scenic, very enjoyable, not difficult at all. I just engaged four-wheel drive when I climbed up the hill, just to prevent the rear wheels from working too hard. But it's very easy, very scenic. We'll just see if I can find a way to continue and put me back on Elkhorn Road, or whatever that main road name is. Other than that, if that's not possible, I'll just make a U-turn, go back, no big deal. But it's now about 2:15. I want to stop at no later than maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock. Gives me an hour to set up, maybe eat something, and then at 5 o'clock it's already dark and freezing. So I would like to be in the tent at 5 o'clock. Alright, so I just made the right towards something called Crockett Flats, and it looks like there are trails that I'm gonna have to go left, right, and it'll get me back to the main artery, the main road that goes from what is it, west to east inside Carrizo Plain. Now, just by the name Flats, I'm assuming it's some kind of a flat area, and maybe if that's the case, maybe there'll be a good camping spot, but we'll see. It's a little early to camp, but maybe by the time I get there it'll be a good time. So let's see what's happening there. Okay, it looks like if I want to take small trails to get back to the main road, short of turning around and going back, I have to climb this crazy hill. Let me put 4 low, because it seems a bit steep. So I'll engage 4 low, so I have a lot of torque and a bit more control, and let's give it a shot. Now, if it's becomes crazy, I may or may not continue. This is not crazy, just steep, but we'll see how it ends, the other side of the hill, what it is, because I'm suspecting that not many people take this trail. It doesn't look like it's a well-driven trail, but let's see. If this pans out, it's gonna end up putting me on the main artery, the main road, or the main trail, at which point I can look for camping and so forth. Look at this hill. The problem is, even if I get up there, there may not be room to turn if I need to get down. Let's see what's the degree. 16, 20, 21 degrees, 22 degrees. Yeah, about 22 degrees. But I don't know if it's leading anywhere. All right, let's see. I mean, I can back down it, no big deal. Oh yeah, it looks like the trail continues. But again, I doubt that many people take this trail. But if you are in the area and you do have 4-wheel drive, it's nice. But very steep. Decided to make a U-turn and go back, and this is crazy. So going forward, if I had somebody with me, I would do it, but going forward there's a very steep downhill and right after very steep uphill, and it's very kind of sandy, gravelly. The problem is, if for whatever reason I cannot climb up, I may get stuck in that valley. Most likely not, but being by myself in the middle of nowhere, not exactly the smartest idea. So I'm going to backtrack and try to find, either go all the way back or try to find a path that takes me to the main road. But this is insane. Look how nice it is. Holy crap, the scenery is amazing here. Alright, so I got out of that little trail and I'm back on the main road. Man, I'm so disappointed that I didn't have someone with me and I could continue on that little trail. It was so cool. It was like a roller coaster, ups and downs, but didn't want to take a chance by myself getting stuck somewhere. But anyway, I'm on the main artery again, and I wanted to look for a camping spot right now, but I looked at the weather and it says that I don't know, 50% chance of rain at night. And in this area, when it's wet, it's very difficult to get around because the dirt here becomes pasty, slick cream. Oh man, that's disgusting description. But anyway, becomes slick and it's difficult to drive, according to what everybody says. I've never been here in wet conditions. So I'm gonna try maybe to put in another hour of driving. Will put me at about 4 p.m. to be closer to the exit. Now this road or this trail, I think it's very long. It's probably over 50 miles, I think, or maybe 30 miles. So, but it's not difficult, so I can go anywhere from 30 miles an hour, and on the parts that are more straight I can go probably 50, 60. So we'll see. Okay, I'm making an executive decision. So since there's a chance it's going to rain tonight and the roads here are very, very slick when it's raining, I'm going to take this trail soon, take it right, which crosses Carrizo Plains, or crosses the plains from north to south, and lands right where I camped, in the campground I camped last night. So I'll camp there, and when I wake up in the morning, if it's rainy, I just take the gravel road out and head back home. If it's not raining, I just take the same trail up here again and continue to explore this for a couple of hours, then make my way home sometimes during midday. All right, so right now I'm making this turn-ish. Now I'm not even sure that this goes all the way through, but we will know soon.